today is a nice icy day in West Virginia. It's huge. Look how big these things are. I don't know if camera shows it, but I mean, look. Look at that. It's enormous.
Continue for 3 miles.
So we're getting closer to Uncle Dyke Garrett and Aunt Sally's place. But this is a river I thought you guys might want to see. This is the, I think it's pronounced Wyandotte River in West Virginia. This is about 5 minutes away from Dyke Garrets church. What I kind of notice is that it's not very much trash. As most people know, everything in nature is just so polluted by people now. I mean, people are just like, I don't know what's happened. People are just, in general, disgusting. But this seems not very polluted. Usually there's trash all up on the banks. So that's pretty neat. So anyways, we will carry on. We're almost to Dyke Garrets church. And we'll see you there. William Dyke, Uncle Dyke Garrett, born December 10th, 1841, was Logan County's most famous preacher for the Church of Christ. He also helped build this church. He enlisted on the side of the Confederacy for the Logan Wildcats, Company D, the 36th, hard to say, Virginia Infantry, at the start of the Civil War. But he was made the company's informal chaplain when it was found he was deaf in one ear. He hated the war, denouncing it as against God's will, having evidently come to some conclusion after witnessing the execution of some Southern deserters that he just didn't like it, it won for him. He was previously unordained. He began to think seriously about Christianity after the war and was converted by Alexander Lunsford, who preached in Mingo and Logan counties. Garrett became a circuit rider, preaching throughout Logan County the rest of his life. He was an inspiration for the constitution of Crooked Creek Church of Christ, which is right here, and helped establish a sister church for it by the courthouse in Logan. So I just thought this was really cool. I mean, look, it's still here. It is still here, which is really cool. So anyways, as usual, we're attracting attention. People want to know what we're doing. So we're going to head on to where Uncle Garrett lived and where he's buried.
Left onto 3rd Street, Riviera Drive, then turn right onto State Highway 10 North.
So you may wonder why we're at the Dairy Delight. So when I was doing research on Uncle Dyke, it said that he lived in Curry, West Virginia, which doesn't exist anymore. So the P.O. box here, the P.O. box that he would come get his mail when he lived in Curry, at the time, was located near Barker's Dairy. So the post office was here. It is now gone. So we're going to stop here, check it out, get an ice cream, and then head on to where Dyke Garrett, around where he lives, because I have a semi-idea around where he lived from here. Let's try and see what that was over there. Nothing interesting. So we're going to eat our ice cream. It's open.
How are y'all today?
Good.
How you doing?
Pretty good, man.
I want... Can I just get a like a swirl cone, just a regular, a dipped
Yeah.
waffle cone, a small.
And what would you like to dip in?
It's chocolate, just as chocolatey as you can get the thing.
Is that all for y'all?
It's a cute little place, isn't it? Dairy Delight. That's what's fun about making these videos. It just takes you to places you just never
Well, it's
been.
ironic.
Right.
A little bit more modern.
Ooh, numbers.
Get back.
And this is mine.
Banana string.
Nanner string.
Needs more chocolate.
Go ask for some. So Uncle Dyke Garrett and Aunt Sally lived in Curry, West Virginia. Somewhere in this area. Curry doesn't exist anymore, but it's between Garrett Fork and Rock Lick. Just a couple miles. Could be anywhere. So he would go over to the dairy farm close by it where the post office was and get his mail. Around the 1930s, 1940s or so, they redirected the mail, closed the post office down, redirected it to Chapmanville, and at some point Curry just became non-existent. But this is where he lived. Him and his wife were married for 60 plus years. Her name was Sally Smith. She taught him to read and write. He was infamous, legendary in Logan County. He would ride by horseback for no fee, mind you, doing funerals, taking care of the sick, praying for people, carrying out the work of God, teaching people the gospel of Jesus Christ. This was his calling. This is what he loved. He eventually died at his home with his wife holding his hand. At 96 years old, she was 91. He became famous for being the man that baptized Devil Anse. He had met Devil Anse during the Civil War. They were both in the same infantry. Of course, Devil Anse was over the Logan Wildcats that he was part of. They became really good friends. He baptized Devil Anse. Devil Anse became saved, turned to Christianity, and Uncle Garrett also was over his funeral. So what's interesting to me is we're about, 2 hours from where Devil Anse lives by car. And this man rode his horse everywhere. He was known for traveling everywhere, helping people in need. He was quoted for saying many times, if I had to marry someone 50 times over, I would remarry Sally. Sally was the love of his life. He would also say, when people see him in town, yes, I'm here briefly, but I got to get back home to my girl. But I just wanted to do his story because to me, he's just extraordinary. I think he has something in him that most people don't possess anymore. A tenacity, a drive, a passion. Most people don't even want to walk to their mailbox, no less ride a horse for hundreds of miles for no money. They had lots of children, lots of grandchildren. At some point, who knows now. They have extensive family, obviously in Logan County and beyond. So this right here was the homestead that Devil Anse lived up by Sarah Ann, where the cemetery is. Him and some of his family's buried. A guy named Jack Hatfield, a descendant of Devil Anse, bought it recently, turned it into a museum gift shop. You can get food, things like that. The house is obviously newer. But he's got a cool museum in there. It's got some interesting Hatfield McCoy stuff. So this was Devil Anse's property, though, that he lived until his death. I think about 15 years, 16 years. You want to get it?
Is it still running? Supposedly, Devil Anse built this wall. He said something to the effect that he wanted to have a moat. Which is, pretty much everybody wants a big moat around their house, but he actually put one in. Check that out. He actually put in a moat around his house. That was his land over there, all of that, and this was his moat. Now how cool was that? Everybody wants a moat. This dude had one. In case anybody wants to check out the sign. Pretty little place. Very pretty little piece of land. Real nice.
But now we're going to try to see if we can get to where him and Sally are buried. Fancy houses.
Look at this wraparound porch.
It's a big double wide.
Take the next right onto Rockcliffe Branch Road, then your destination will be on the left.
Branch.
Not looking good. So Rockcliffe, I just mentioned that earlier. That's a Dyke Garrets cemetery right there.
Right there.
So where do we park? Can we park right here? So let's park. So let's. Here comes a dog, of course.
Where?
There, Saint Bernard. God damn it! Why do people have their dogs loose, man? Put your dog up, man. Should we ask?
If anybody comes out, we will.
Well, I don't want to just walk up there and not ask though. Should we just go ask?
That's somebody else's property. It's on the other side of the road.
Garrett. Shoot. God dang it. Oh my God.
Big one, presumably. Right there. Uncle Dyke, right there.
You see it?
Right there.
You walk up there and get it.
1938.
Take a picture of
Right there. Aunt Sally, 1847 to 1941, the beloved. And Uncle Dyke, 1841 to 1938, the Good Shepherd of the Hills. There's a charity place in Williamson, I don't know if you know about this, called Shepherd of the Hills. It's probably named after this dude.
You can't hear that far away. So this is it. The final resting place of William Uncle Dyke Garrett, the man who saved the devil, and his beloved wife, Aunt Sally Smith Garrett. And yes, there's weeds,
Pretty place.
but
Beautiful little mountainside though.
we've seen worse.
Yeah. You can tell the old stone. That's no doubt the original stone right there.
These seats right there look a little sketch.
No benches.
Like you just fall off over the hill and
Yeah.
topple about
I know about that.
100 feet. So this is the end of another adventure. Thank you for joining us, and our channel's been doing really great. We appreciate the support. We've been having a lot of fun. There's a lot more to see and do, so we hope you guys stick with us.
We have a very special announcement coming out real soon. I think you guys will like it. It's a pretty big deal. You know, we get to do a whole lot of stuff. But
Yeah.
we really appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate your support. You know, feel free to share, you know, subscribe to all that kind of stuff. You're more than welcome. And next time we come along, we'll take you with us too.
We may have an answer to these dirty cemeteries everybody's complaining about.
That's right.
We may have an answer, so stick with us, and we'll see you next time. And thank you from West Virginia. We are out. We are out.
See you next time.
You're always being watched when we do this.
Yeah.
Dyke Garrett Cemetery.